Good morning. This is Beta Rider PA out here in beautiful Kentucky. And this is Morning Coffee with HDR. Enjoy the show.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome back once again to Coffee with HDR, show number 79. You know, the first thing I got to do here is take a sip of coffee. All right, the next thing I'm going to do here is start going through the chat room. First, let me say thank you to Be the Rider PA for doing that great opener for me today here as he was on vacation in great state of Kentucky. Good morning to Captain Ed. I understand you are going to Gettysburg, my friend, and man, have a great trip. That's a wonderful place to visit if you've never been there before. Good morning, Ron Kelly. Good morning, HDAV Traveler, Chuck Henson, Will Henderson, the Smyrna Cowboy. The Smyrna Cowboy says, hit the like button, everybody. Give me a big old thumbs up, man, if you really are enjoying this show here on Saturday mornings. Jim Wilson, Tennessee Wingman, Toby Northern said, he'll be riding somewhere, but he's listening. So, Toby, thanks for checking in and listening to the show there. I do appreciate you, my friend. Jeff Rice, good morning. 10 Wingman, good morning to you. Rocky J, Pete's 1800, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's time for another Coffee with HDR. Man, I tell you what, so exciting there. Dean C, good morning. Pete's 1800, I got you, my friend. Let's see. Be the Rider PA, again, thank you, and good morning to you. James Turner. Pink's Adventures in there, good morning, Pink. Bob Nelson with that beautiful new Honda, that great ride. Tell you a little story about that in just a few minutes. And Toby Northern, as I said, is in there. Ty from Tennessee, good morning. Great to have you on board there this morning. It's yucky and raining, so it's a great time. It's a great time, Ty, to have some coffee. And Ty, let me show you something. Let me just show you something here. Nancy Weems, good morning. Good morning, Jaman Rodney, good morning. Ty from Tennessee. Look at that, huh? So there, Ty from Tennessee. Good morning, Ty from Tennessee. Man, I tell you what, there we got some great people in here this morning, as always. Do appreciate that. Pete's 1800, man, thank you for joining the membership drive there. If a lot of you don't know about my membership drive, I do have a membership drive going on. It's very easy, very inexpensive to join. You get early access to some videos. You get, just blooper reels. You can get some bloopers on there. Then I have the highest tier is help me to create a build. And to be honest, nobody's joined that tier, so don't be pressured into that. But just something I was thinking of doing there. You have no sound. Uh-oh. You have no sound. Why do you have no sound there on your end? Testing. Everybody else have sound on their end? Everybody can hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me all right. Okay, he's loud and clear here. Okay, thanks, Toby. I appreciate that. 10 Wingman. It might be on your end there, so check your speakers. Yes, you got sound. Sounds good. Good audio. Great. And we can keep moving on here. It's wonderful. Hey, Amy Rose 75, good morning. I see you're new in here. I haven't seen you before. Thank you for joining the channel here. Rocky J, okay, Be the Rider PA, so sound is good. Bronco Ride, my man's in there this morning. Good morning, Bronco Ride. If you want to see his new video of our amazing ride, as he called us on. Now, it was hard to get Bronco Ride to pronunciate stuff, right? He's a very educated man, but he kept wanting to call it Hawker's Hill, or Hawker's Hollow, or Hawko, or Hawker or something. It was Hawking Hills Loop. But it's okay. It's okay. It's an amazing video, and I think you want to watch it. It was just fun hearing all the different sounds here. Paul, good morning to you. Good morning, Pink's Adventure. Amy Rowe. Oh, I'm your neighbor. Oh, that Amy Rowe. Hi, Amy. Nice to see you there today. And, if you always wondered what does your neighbor do? This is the crazy stuff that I get into that I love to do. Bodine 52, good morning. Good to have you on board there this morning. VAMM is in 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks. And I got some very interesting stuff to tell you there about VAMM. So VAMM, as you know, originally myself, Bronco Ride, myself, Bronco Ride, Bodine 52, Pete's 1800, I think, I don't exactly know which day is coming in, Ty from Tennessee, and Orvis 128, or just Orvis now. He shortened his name. We were all coming in on Friday. Okay, that was our original plan. But some plans have changed. Bodine changed his route, so we're not riding together now. So, and that's fine, because what I did was I was able to get a room for Thursday night. So I'll be at VAMM on Thursday. So I'll be at the Sonic meetup, and I'll be there. Be the Rider PA. We're riding. I guess we're riding down together. And when I get there, I'm meeting up with an old friend. Who's that old friend? Bob Nelson. Yeah, Bob Nelson. Bob bought a new Honda, and we messaged back and forth. He said, "Do you really want to be seen with somebody riding a Honda?" I'm like, "Bob, I love all motorcycles. I don't care what brand you're riding. You know, absolutely love all motorcycles. Can-Am Spiders, trikes, whatever you're riding, man, it's okay." Wind Road Therapy's in there. Good morning. HDAV Traveler, good morning to you. Does he cut his grass regular, Amy? Bodine, you can't talk to my neighbors and get dirt on me. You just can't. Actually, myself and Amy, we have a unique yard set up, and part of our yard is kind of like, it's in between our houses. So sometimes she cuts it and sometimes I cut it. So we share the responsibilities there, just to let you know. But yeah, so anyway, oh well, the other videos have sound, but I'm not getting any from HDR. I will catch the show next week. Have a great 10 Wingman, don't run away. Just restart your computer, man. You know, I'm a computer guy. Just repower your computer, power it back on. I'm sure the sound will be absolutely fine. You know, make sure your speakers are turned up. Make sure it's not muted. Sometimes that happens. Look it down by your clock and see if there's an X over your sound thing. That means it's muted. So you might want to check that out. Or here's another test. Check somebody else's video on YouTube right now. See if you're getting any sound. Then come back. You can try that also. Bob, he rode with me on the Goldwing. Yep, see? Pete's 1800. You're right. We rode on the Goldwing. You know, we rode, you know. Well, Pete's 1800 rode, and I was riding on the back holding on to him. And yeah, I rode with him on the Goldwing. That's not entirely true. That's not entirely true at all. But we rode in a group together. And no, man, you know, all bikes are great for sure. So, see, he's paying you to say that. Hey. See, best neighbor ever. Thanks, Amy. I appreciate that. I haven't seen my sister on either, Amy. Usually my sister jumps in here with us. So anyway, yeah, so I will be arriving on Thursday, probably about 3 or 4 o'clock. I'm not sure when the meetup at Sonic is. Maybe you guys can enlighten me on that to let me know what's going on with that. I'd like to go to the hotel after. It's going to take us about 7 hours to get there. We are taking, and I told Be the Rider PA, he's the only man I know in the world that can make a 4-hour trip. 7 hours. 4-hour trip, 7 hours. He's like, well, you said you wanted to ride every back road. Yeah. So this is our intention, our plan. So we're going to leave here in Pennsylvania to go to Tazewell, Virginia. All right. Now, we're going there. We're making a loop through Colorado, the Rockies. We're coming back across. Holy cow, man. He sent me this map. I was like, dude, I'm going to be really tired when I get there. Anyway, that's okay. I'm just telling you. Bob Nelson says he has about 6 hours. Yeah, Bob, we're riding all the back roads. So anyway, so I'm going to meet up with Bob Nelson. I called him up and seen which hotel he was staying at because I was stalking him, and that's what I do. I stalk people. And I found out that Bob Nelson is staying at the Super 8. So I was able to pick up a room at the Super 8 for Thursday night. We don't move into the house until Friday. Like last year, I'll be homeless for about, well, I got to check out at 11. I can't go into the house until 3 p.m. So like myself and Bronco riding Orvis last year, we were kind of homeless for a couple hours there. Or no, Orvis was not. Myself and Bronco I was. We were homeless for about 4 hours. But that's okay. That's okay. I mean, if I have anything, I'm sure we do like we did last year, leave it with Bob Nelson in his room if I have anything. But I am putting the tour pack back on for this trip. And I can honestly say, and as much as I like riding the bike without the tour pack, when you're touring and when you're going on a trip, guys, put your tour pack back on, you know. And I made it. I made it to Ohio and we did fine there. But the tour pack does help absolutely a lot. So, all right. So with that said, What else do I have to talk to you about? Oh, I know what I have to talk to you about. I truly, 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 from the bottom of my heart, apologize to all of you folks out there. I truly do. I apologize. Because, you hope every Saturday morning we've been getting together here for 79 shows. I've never missed, right? So myself and Mrs. HDR moved to this campsite last week on Friday. When we moved in, the internet was, it was okay, right? Then all of these, and it's funny about campgrounds, they keep bringing these big campers in or these tents, and they bring all these children, these little people. And all these little people have all these devices, tablets, phones. Now, I don't know why they can't use their LTE. Maybe they got limited data, but they wanted to get on the Wi-Fi at the campground. So anyway, Friday, the internet looked pretty good. And Be the Rider PA and I talk a lot. And he messaged me. We were out shopping at the Walmart for about the, 1700th time of that 9 days on the road. Jack is only broadcasting on the left speaker. Set the speaker to mono and not stereo. Really? I'm only broadcasting on the left speaker? Well, that's kind of weird. Wonder why. Hate to change anything now. Let's see here. Audio. Audio is set to stereo. I am set to stereo, and you're right. I should be set to mono. But once I am streaming, I cannot change it. I'm sorry about that. So I'll refix that for next week. Okay. Anyway. Left speaker for me as well. Yeah, I need, guys, so set your audio output to mono and it will bring up both speakers. I should be streaming in mono, and I'm sorry nobody's mentioned that before. That's okay. So I'm streaming in stereo, so you have to, computers are goofy, but set your output to mono and then you'll be fine. Next week I'll set my streaming to mono and then you'll hear it in both speakers. It's really weird, but that's the way it works. Now, where was I? Okay, so we get into this campground on Friday, right? And I set up everything, and the first thing I do is an internet speed test. It looked pretty good. I had about, 15 megs up, and I thought I could stream, and I would be just fine. Now, my goal was to stream at the picnic table, which I think would be really, really awesome. Jamon, thanks, man, and welcome to the show. It's their fault. Don't worry about it. Go on with the show. Yeah, I am, buddy. I'm moving on here. So, yeah, see, so Harley 103 said his right ear doesn't work very well anyway, so don't worry about it. Anyhow, I had headphones on the RV and everything is fine. Thanks, Bob. I appreciate that. And everything is working. Okay. So, Be the Rider PA sends me a message that said, are you doing a show tomorrow, which was Saturday. And as you've seen, I posted everything that it was going to be last Saturday was going to be the show. So I wake up Saturday morning at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. And I think, well, if everybody in the campground is sleeping, nobody will be streaming anything. Because by the time we got back from the Walmart, guys, there was 450,000 RVs in there. There was, I know I counted at least 20,500 children running around with tablets and iPads, and parents are on laptops, and the internet went from here to here. It went from decent to garbage like that. And I was like, oh no, Miss HR said, what are you going to do? I said, man, we got to go home. She said, why? I said, I have to do a show. I said, this is the most important thing to me in the whole entire world is doing this show on Saturday morning with all my friends. And she said, really? Okay, I'll start packing. I was like, no, I'm just kind of kidding. We didn't want to cut our vacation off short. So she said, well, hurry up. Let's jump in the car and go to McDonald's. That's how I did the Sunday night fireside chat with the boys. If anybody watched that, if you didn't, go over to Bronco Ride's channel. You will see that I was sitting at a McDonald's. I got a cup of coffee, and we logged on to McDonald's Wi-Fi, and it worked very well. I was able to do a whole entire show with the guys. But anyway, that's the only, that's the only thing that stopped me from doing that show. So what I did, I went up to the park office, and being the HDR the way I am, I said, attention campers, this is Harley Day Rider, your good old friend HDR. At the present moment, for the next 1 hour, I need everyone to get off of the internet. Do not use the internet. It is bad. Thank you for your cooperation. And of course, nobody listened to me because they didn't know who HDR was, because, they would have known me if I was, RV rider or something like that. But they didn't know, right? So I do, Jamon, I do. So I did that. So that's a good question, Jamon. Thank you. So I picked up my phone and I said, well, that's no problem at all. I'll just take my phone. I'll throw it in the hotspot, jump onto my phone, be able to broadcast through my phone from my computer, and everything will be fine. Yep, it would be fine if there was good, solid LTE service where we were, and there was not. When you're camping out and you're in the backwoods of Kentucky, not a whole lot going on out there, guys. I mean, I was surprised they had any internet. I can tell you a little trick, though. The first campground we was in, they had solid internet, man. I was uploading my videos every day. If you haven't watched that series, go back to, I think it's called Camping Day 1 at Route 66. There's actually 8 of those videos up right now. You can go through and watch every day of our travels. And I've had a lot of people email me and message me and call me. And yeah, Harley 103, everyone knows who HDR is. We would hope, right? I would hope. When I made that announcement, the guy's like, what are you doing? I said, the internet is bad. Stay off the internet. But they didn't listen, right? Everybody's streaming Netflix. You know how life is, right? Did you hear banjos? Yeah, it was like, and these freaky bald people came out of the woods, and I was scared, and I ran into my tent, and I zipped it up because that was safe in there. But anyway, yeah, so it didn't work. I couldn't stream anything. And again, I just wanted to truly, from the bottom of my heart, apologize for letting everybody down last Saturday. And it let me down, man. I love doing these shows with you, and it's just a great thing to do. So just going through some of the chat here as I'm speaking, and just kind of looking here. Accept the message because it's the first that I sent you. Be the Rider PA. Yeah, guys, and if you're not subscribed to Be the Rider PA, check out his YouTube channel. He posts very, very good content. And I told him, I know Jim very well. I went to high school with Jim. And when I bought my first Harley, Jim was at the Harley shop. Matter of fact, when I bought the new bike, Jim left work early to come watch me ring the bell. And that's the truth. And that's the kind of person he is. Just a very, very good person. His channel's fame can be the timeout campers. And even if you're not a camper, you're like, well, I wouldn't camp. I stay at 5-star hotels. That's camping sucks. Jim makes it look like it's amazing. And they pull a 5-star hotel on their motorcycle, guys. A timeout camper is a pop-up camper. He has a bed. He has an air conditioner. He has a heater. He has a refrigerator. You get the picture. Jim and his wife, Jan, do not travel lightly. And I made fun of him until we went camping. Then I called him each day and I said, dude, I'm sorry because I made fun of you, but you guys have this stuff down pat, you know? I have a video coming out talking about some things about pricing, I think. I don't know what it's talking about. Anyway, Saturday morning was not the same last. See, HDAV Traveler, now you just made me feel bad. Now I'm going to cry. See, it wasn't the same. I let him down. I let HDAV Traveler down. And this guy wants to come visit me. It's disgusting. Terrible. Maybe I should have packed up and came home. Anyway. Anonymous Biker, good morning. If you haven't seen Anonymous Biker's new motorcycle, you better go check his channel out and watch him ride this thing, because he is one crazy, I'm going to put it to you bluntly, he's a crazy-ass man, right? You may never see Anonymous Biker's face, and if he passed you on your motorcycle, you're not even going to be able to tell what color of bike it was, because he rides so fast, so aggressively. So anyway, yes. Yeah, Be the Rider PA's setup, their camp setup is on point. And I guarantee that Be the Rider PA and his wife, Mrs. Be the Rider PA or Jumpin' Jan, they don't go to Walmart. We were going to Walmart twice a day, guys. Twice a day. And the one town we were in, there was 3 Walmarts 5 miles from each other. And that's no lie. Why? I don't know. But there was. Walmart starts building a new thing we found in Tennessee, and That's okay, brother. I appreciate you. I do. HDAV Traveler says, don't worry, you're still the king of cool. I don't know about the king of cool, but could be the king of something. But yeah, so anyway, in Kentucky, we found that there's these new Walmarts. We don't have them here. It's called Walmart Market. And if anybody watched our sagas, watch it, because I had a battle. It was called the Battle of the Air Mattress. Bought a brand new air mattress, took it with us. Well, the first night we went to blow it up, and we never knew that you had to charge an air mattress with a USB cable. Okay. So, I mean, we had an electric tent site with water, right? Because we don't want to live like, primitive people. And so we plugged it in, we charged this thing up, we blew up the air mattress, right? We were sleeping on it. About midway through the night, it's about halfway deflated. I was like, you son of a, you bad. And I didn't really cuss because, I don't really do that. So at 2 o'clock in the morning, the campground is completely quiet. All of a sudden you hear, brrr. Yep. My pump, I turned the pump on the air mattress to pump it up. I didn't care if I disturbed anybody. Wake up. I'm having a miserable night. Everybody else should too. So Mrs. HDR actually never budged. I just watched her slowly rise. It was so cool. She's like sunk down in this mattress. All of a sudden, whoop, she's on top of it, right? Turned it off. Woke up in the morning. Yep, I was back on the floor. Back on the floor. Hey, Harley Throttle Juice, good morning or good evening, and welcome to the show. I do appreciate you being here, my friend. I got you in there. Windroad Therapy, good morning. And Windroad Therapy, I'm going down to post officer. Maybe I'll get Miss HDR to stop. I think your package is there for next Sunday. So just saying, I think it's there. Anyway, so I watched Mrs. HDR rise, right? And by morning, we were back on the ground again. I was like, are you kidding me? It's a brand new air mattress, right? So we read about 150,425, 150,420, no, it was 426 articles on the internet about air mattresses. And even Rogue Gladiator was texting me, now, air mattresses leak air. Well, that's a wonderful thing. It's an air mattress. Shouldn't stay up. Why do I want something that leaks air? Why don't I just lay on the ground? Makes more sense. Cut out the whole middle process of blowing this thing up. Anyway, so Dragon Slayer, good morning. Buddy, good to have you on board there. What's up with HDR? I like watching the videos on YouTube. Hope you brought back some good Kentucky bourbon. Absolutely. And we had some good Kentucky bourbon. We went to some distilleries. I actually have a video up, and the video absolutely, you put videos up on YouTube and you think, man, this is going to crush it. Because the video I put up, it just doesn't involve camping. It doesn't involve motorcycling. It involves the great American pastime, drinking, right? That's what we all enjoy doing. And even if you don't, if you've had problems, I'm sorry, and I feel for you. I understand that. We have family members that also went through that, and I feel for you. But anyway, we went to learn how to taste bourbon, and we did a video on how to properly taste bourbon. And I think 120 people watched it. I figured 120,000 people would watch it. You know why? Because everybody just drinks bourbon the wrong way. They fill their shot glass and they take a shot. You might as well drink a glass of pea water because you're not tasting the bourbon, right? You go to these distilleries and they have a love for bourbon. It's a whole nother stuff there for sure. But anyway. HDAV Traveler says, who doesn't love to drink, Marriott beds don't leak air, Harley 103 says. And, we stayed at a Marriott, so, along the trip too. The best hotel we stayed in, though, Miss HDR said, by far, it was the best. Believe it or not, was one of the hotels we stayed in was a Holiday Inn Express. And, but we did stay in a Marriott right in the city of West Virginia because we didn't want to drive anymore. We only had like 240 miles to get home. We're like, heck with it. Let's get a hotel room to stay the night. So we did that. But anyway, back real quickly to the air mattress saga. So the next night we read all this stuff. We said, okay, well, it does leak a little bit of air. Rogue Glide Andy's messaging me, said, oh, dude, they leak air. So, and he was right. He's a good camper. So I blew it back up, and I blew it up as tough as I can get it, tight as I can get it. About, I don't know, 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. Again, felt like I was in a waterbed. I was laying on the ground. I was like, you got to be kidding. I got so mad, so mad. I went out and I got in a chair. We have these camping chairs. So I'm sitting in this camping chair. I put my feet up, and it's cold. So all I have out there is my beach towel. So I put that over my feet. And you're thinking, well, why didn't you go in the tent and get your blanket? Well, that'd be nice if your wife didn't wrap herself up in both of them. I didn't want to disturb her. She was sleeping pretty well on the waterbed. And I say waterbed because it was rippling. Did you ever sleep in a waterbed? And, so I didn't want to disturb her. So I'm sitting out there freezing, right? I looked at the temperature. It was like, I don't know, at that point, at that particular place, like 58 degrees. I was like, Jesus. So I went in the tent and I grabbed my key fob. I went out, turned all the automatic lights off in the car, started the car up, turned the heater on to 80, rolled the seat back, and went back to sleep. And that's where I slept. The rest of the night was in the seat. So the very next day, my bed in the hotel doesn't leak either. Yeah, Bronco ride. I know. But you know what, guys? To be honest with you, think of it this way. My mother used to always say that too, because my mom, when she was living, is when we started camping a lot. We stayed at, I don't know where it was. It was when I was a single dad, right? So I just had myself and my daughter. And my mother said, hey, let's go on a little trip to take her away. She was young. Take her away somewhere. We did. So we stayed at a hotel, right? And it just so happened this hotel was, I don't know what they were having, some convention but there was cursing all night in the hallways. There was banging in the rooms. There was yelling in the rooms, loud TV sets. My mother said, we're done with all this. Let's go camping. So we went out and bought a pop-up camper. And I tell you what, it's a change in the world. So I know you guys preach hotels. And another thing that an air mattress will have when it's brand new and you bought it, you'll never have to check for bed bugs. Okay? And you won't bring any bed bugs home. You think, I never had a bed bug in a hotel. It can happen. I told Miss HDR one night, I said, this is a beautiful hotel. Why do you think, we always check. They always tell you to check the beds. Pull up the corner of the sheets and look for black dots. Those are bed bugs. And I said, this is a beautiful hotel. I mean, we were staying in 4-star hotels. Why would we have any problems? She goes, people bring them in. I never knew that. They could be in your luggage. You can bring them in. So be careful. I usually carry a sleeping bag when I camp. Yeah. Let's talk a minute about sleeping bags. I'm just going through some of these. And all of you guys, all your comments are great. I appreciate everything. And so it's just a little bantering, little stories about being on the road for the week with my wife. It was a wonderful person. We had a great time together. We just had some trials and tribulations. Hey, that's my new word for the day, tribulations. Okay. So that was the air mattress thing. Anyway, so I go to Walmart, and first thing she does is, thank you for coming to Walmart, sir. What is your problem? I was a customer service. I said, well, I'd like to bring this air mattress back. It leaks. Sir, do you have your receipt for that? I said, oh, absolutely. In Pennsylvania. I said, we're from out of town. We're traveling across this great nation of ours. Oh, sir, that's wonderful. Well, we don't really accept returns. And she said, we can exchange. I said, well, I still need one. We're still traveling. I said, I still need an air mattress. So that's great if you can exchange it. And then what she made me the happiest about, she said, yes, sir, you can go back, pick any brand you want. You don't have to get that brand. And because I wouldn't buy that one again because that company sucked. It leaked. So I said, oh, thank you so much. So I go back, I pick one out, I bring it back up. She tells me, she said, well, sir, you're in luck. This one is lower priced. And it was a better one. She's like, and I said, well, how is it lower priced? She said this. Get this. This is something for you guys to put. And this is, I don't know retail. I worked as security in retail, but I don't know the business end of it. Well, in Pennsylvania, sir, things are sold for much more money than they're sold for here in the great state of Kentucky. What? She said, yes, that air mattress you purchased is more valuable than the good one here in Kentucky. Huh. So she gave me a gift card back, dude. I was pretty impressed, right? So I got it a little cheaper. Be the Rider PA said, ours went flat the first night, and we didn't bother blowing it back up again. The next day, we went to Walmart and bought a new one. Sleeping bags are the best thing. We did it getting a queen size saves heat and stays warm now. So anyway, the second one we got, and I'll talk to you a little bit there about. And I'm a spiker. Why is your comments being hidden? Anyway, the second one we picked up, actually, you don't have to charge it. It has a power cord. You plug it in. What I really like about this one is it don't only inflate, it also deflates itself. And so you don't have to push and squeeze out the air and all that stupid stuff. It just deflates itself and you can pack it away. So there is that for sure. Sounds like an awesome customer service. And Viper 6, you're right. It was absolutely awesome. And I think on one of my videos, maybe, or I don't know, maybe we put it up on Instagram because we were both Instagramming. Guys, if you're not following Mare Bear, it's MareBear on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, give her a follow. That's Mrs. HDR. We were both posting stuff up there, and we said if we would have bought it on Amazon, which, you know, and my neighbor, I don't know if she's still in or not, will tell you that it's much easier to shop on Amazon or shop online and have it delivered. You don't have to use any gas, and she has a very valid point there. That's great. But if we would have bought this thing on Amazon, we would have been stuck because you can't. I could ship it back to Amazon, but it would take a week to get it back. We'd be back home from vacation. So, and guys, there's a Walmart in every neighborhood in America. I truly believe that. I think we're Walmarted wall hell or something. It's just crazy. There's Walmarts everywhere. And the only thing I told my daughter, she said, what does a Walmart dad look like in another state? Because my daughter is young. She hasn't traveled much yet. And I said, you know what, honey, the one thing I could tell you that I do like about Walmart, when you walk into any single Walmart, it feels like your hometown store. Like if you're going to buy a quart of oil, you kind of know which direction to walk in. It's going to be the same as your hometown Walmart. And that is very, very nice. So Goofy Bastards in there. Good morning to you. Anonymous Biker again. Seeing if anybody else jumped in here with us. Yep, she said, I'm here. Yes, Amazon. Yep. Matter of fact, the UPS guy came to me the other day. He stopped and we chatted just for a minute because they're very busy. And he said, you know, I said, what's that, sir? He goes, I want to use your neighbor's garage as a hub. I said, why is that? He said, most of my deliveries come here. So I said, that was pretty funny. I thought that was hilarious. But anyway, just throwing that out there to you. Bodine says, I prefer Targeta. That must be that's a Mexican company, Bob. Targeta. I go to Targeta. Bodine snort out the yeah. He said, I'm not lying. I might be stretching the truth a little bit, Aim. I'm not lying to anybody. So, okay, so it's the half hour here. Hold on, we got to play this one more time here. Wait a minute, everybody.
Good morning. This is Beta Rider PA out here in beautiful Kentucky. And this is Morning Coffee with HDR. Enjoy the show.
Again, thank you, Be the Rider PA, for that. I know he's probably at work right now. Be the Rider PA is one of those Harley Davidson people. He actually has a shirt that has Harley Davidson staff on it. Yeah, he's big time. He's big time now. He's working with the big time. He's getting ready to retire his job of, I think he worked at his current job for the past 28 years. He was in the military for 20. He wants to relax and enjoy his golden years, and now he's going to work for Harley. I don't get it, but he really loves Harley Davidson motorcycles. They agreed that every year they will give him the full value of his motorcycle if he trades it and he takes a new one. So he'll get a new bike every year now because he works for Harley. That's one of the perks. So I know he's not on here, so he can't say no to that. Target, yeah, it's a French store. Target, yeah, there you go. like the Christmas story, right? Fragile, right? Target. Ah, my goodness, needs to get more smiles. I'm always smiling. All right. Anyway, So let's talk a minute about. I have a video coming out. When is it coming out? Tomorrow? It is. I have a video coming out tomorrow. You guys, you know, you don't have to watch it. Really, you don't. It doesn't really even matter. But it's a really deep, perfect video tomorrow for the current times. And the reason I'm telling you to watch that video, it's all motorcycle related, right? Why are people texting me now? Oh, wait, Jim's telling me he doesn't get a new motorcycle every year, right? I'm not going to read that. Anyway, when we travel, and I don't know if you guys do, you know, usually if you see a Harley dealer, you'll stop. We were scoping them out. And the whole basis of tomorrow's video is me going into Harley Davidson dealers in many, many states, many dealers in different states, and getting to sit down and interview many, many of the salespeople. I think it's an awesome video. I put it together. It took me 2 hours to edit it the other day to get it right. It actually took me, and I felt like Bronco Ride. I should have put it in the video. I was on take number 7 before I liked it. If you ever ride with Bronco Ride in your helmet, you'll hear, yeah, this is Bronco Ride. Your friend Colin. Oh, crap. I didn't like that. Okay, guys, I'm gonna do another take 2. But anyway, I was on take number 7 yesterday before I nailed it and got it right and got the information I wanted out there to you. So make sure you watch tomorrow's video. It comes out at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Going through some of these here. It's 9 degrees here. Nancy Williams says, "What's for breakfast this morning?" I don't know. As soon as I get off of here, I have to get on the treadmill because I'm trying to lose I want to lose like 60 pounds. You know, because I want this shirt. Wait, everybody look at the shirt again. Right? Wait, let me see how I got a tie from Tennessee. Ty from Tennessee. Okay. Ty from Tennessee just put on his motorcycle channel the other day, and I thought it was awesome because he's diversifying how to use Spotify. So check out that new video that Ty put up there. How to use Spotify. You know, I like to see guys throw different things at their channel, you know, and kind of see what works, right? Who says to relax when you retire? The wife had me tile the first floor, laid new flooring upstairs, and developed the basement. Today I changed brake pads on the truck and also did work on my son's car. Well, and I can honestly tell you, my sister retired and she has not been busier when she worked, right? Her husband passed away and now she's doing all the housework by herself. She cuts I told you guys, she has 14 acres that she mows. And she does that on just a regular tractor. I told her, buy a brush hog. She's like, oh, no, I like mowing grass. You know, it takes her 4 days to cut it. And then when she's done, she cleans the house and she goes back and she cuts it again because it takes 4 days for that 13 acres. But anyway, Nancy Weems is having bacon am I having bacon or sausage? Normally my breakfast every day, being a very weight conscious man now and trying to lose weight. When I get back to school here, you know, I like to go back as a new man. They'll be like, who's that slender looking guy that came into our classroom? Anyway, so every morning for breakfast, I actually have 2 egg whites. We put some green peppers in there, and I have 2 strips of bacon. And it's funny because Mrs. HDR and I both had to have our cholesterol checked, right? Hers was through the roof. She doesn't eat bacon. I eat 2 strips of bacon every day, and my cholesterol was perfect. So I recommend anybody out there, eat bacon. Eat more bacon. And what's better than bacon? Not a whole lot. Bronco Ride says lies. That's not true, Bronco Ride. You know you had multiple, and it's okay, Bronco Ride. I'm not saying you're a bad guy. Remember we were on that one ride. Oh man, I gotta do it again, guys. I gotta do it again. How about last year at VAMM? We did a whole entire interview. Went back to the house and watched it. He's like, I gotta go back and do it again. I'm just saying, you're my hero because I had to do 7 takes to get tomorrow's video perfect. 7 takes. And I'm really impressed with it. Bodine says, are the lines on HDR's grass cut straight? Basically, Bodine 52, we don't have grass. We have what's called ragweed. Amy does. Amy's yard is pristine. She has people come treat it every other week, and she has the stuff put on it. And her dog puts some stuff on it to help it grow. But her yard is very pristine, and my yard, not. But our lines are straight. We don't mow lines, Bob. We cut grass. We don't. It's not a football field, right? And we do. Amy will tell you we do. You know, Amy said it there. We live in a gated community. We tell everybody that. I wish there was a gate, and I wish it was a community, but I don't know. We always say that. Just like I tell Miss HR, we live in a cul-de-sac. She goes, you know, it's two dead ends. I'm like, well, it's like a cul-de-sac. I don't know. If we connected the two dead ends, it would be a loop, right? Same thing. Well, let's see here. Yeah, get up, cook the bacon, guys. Eat more bacon, lower your cholesterol. And don't eat egg yellows. Egg yellows are the death. Eat egg whites, okay? Just trying to help you out there. Nancy Williams says, yes, I used to have 40 acres finished mowing starting over the next day. Retired and I gave it all to my son. Nancy, that was nice of you to do that. So just give it away. BLT does sound really good right now. That could be breakfast. That's a really good idea. Bodine said, can you do a show while? Can you do the show while what? I don't know. I cut my grass just to keep the neighborhood from calling the city Harley 103. We have a house next to us that's actually been vacant. We actually offered to buy it. But we wanted to buy it and bulldoze it, and they didn't want our price, right? They think this house it's been empty for, I know, 10 years. And they think this house is probably worth like $120,000 or whatever. There's nobody been living in it for 10 years, guys, except maybe rodents, squirrels, maybe chipmunks. I don't know. So we did want to buy it, and we did want to bulldoze it because Amy has 2 lots on her side. We wanted 2 lots on our side. And then we're going to fence in the whole entire property and put gates up front so we can call it a gated property. That's what we were thinking. But anyway, just joshing you. Who knows what's going to happen. So let me tell you another story here, because I like Saturday mornings because it's a great time for a story. This is a fast one. So we get to the first campsite. We set everything up. Okay, I'm going back to the camping story. This tells you why we got to go to Walmart so much. So we go, we set everything up. Seems like it's pretty good. Miss HR said, well, go ahead in the car and get sleeping bags off so we can put those on the air mattress. Well, I did. I went in the car and I got these little green things out that I thought was the sleeping bags. Well, it turns out that I took the air mattresses, or Motocamping air mattresses, which is in a pouch about this big. It's green, right? I'm going to show you this. Hold on. Mrs. HDR said, how do you think in the world that little green thing was a sleeping bag? I said, well, hon, I thought so. Now, we went motocamping one time, and she remembered one thing, because women are very, very intelligent. Women can remember stuff that men are just not going to ever, we just don't remember stuff, right? We have Alzheimer's the day we're born, guys. It's just the way it is. She said, you know, they were in the blue pouch, right here. Look, it even says on the front, right there, sleeping bag. Huh. Wait. I tell you what. Yep. I didn't take the sleeping bags. Nope. I took the air mattresses. Well, you can't cover with an air mattress. So the first night, she in her car, like many women do. Men don't, because we don't plan for stuff. Men, we just don't. I'm not bashing men. I know me. I've been a man for a lot of years, and I don't plan for anything. She pulls out 2 of these little car blankets, you know, like if you're in an emergency or you're maybe stuck on the highway in the wintertime, you can at least kind of bundle up a little bit. So we slept on these things, both curled up like, what they call that, the fetal curl, sleeping under these little blankets. So the very next day, our first trip to Walmart was to buy actual blankets that we obviously didn't need at the house, but now we have camping blankets and sleeping bags. But how about them apples, huh? Pretty cool. Pretty cool stories, man. I tell you what, you can't get stories, you can't make memories if you don't go out there and actually do stuff, guys. And so yesterday, you're going to do a coffee with HDR during VAMM. Toby, I am. I will be doing it from the house. Because I know my buddies I travel with. I know Bronco Ride and Bodine. Not so much Bronco. Bodine likes to wake up about 10, maybe 10:30. Colin will get up early, and I told Miss HDR at the cabin last year, I woke up one morning at, I don't know, 6 maybe, 5 or 6 I got out of bed. Colin already had the coffee going. It's unusual. He likes to get his sleep too. And that's the day, if you guys watched this video, we took the golf cart and went down to the docks, and he flew his drone out there. It was pretty awesome. But see, Bodine can't wait to go camping now, and camping offers very unique memories, I guess. Staying in a hotel is fine, guys. And we stayed in a lot. We've stayed when we moto travel, when we travel on the motorcycle. And this year we were supposed to go on the bike down Route 66 all the way to New Mexico. That was our original vacation. When Ireland decided that it was going to cost, $5,000 a ticket to fly we decided we were going to jump on the bike and do that. Well, then as we started talking, it was like, well, and I did it in a video, if you watched that first video, about offsetting the cost by taking the car and taking a lot of camping gear and only going to ride Route 66 into Oklahoma, which we did. We did a total in the car of 2,400 miles in the car. But with all of our trips to Walmart, I told her in the end, and with Mrs. HDR, believe it or not, she was saying, she's driving on some of these roads going, oh, I wish we had the motorcycle. These are some amazing motorcycle roads. I'm like, oh, thanks. Now you tell me, But, so, like I said, we do stay in a lot of hotel rooms, but you don't build memories in hotel rooms, guys. The only memories I have of hotel rooms, of hotels that had very crappy breakfast. And if I look at a hotel and it tells me it has a continental breakfast, I say it's because there's very lazy people working there, okay? Don't serve me a bagel and an apple and call that breakfast, right? Just don't even do it. Give me a coupon for McDonald's. I'll go over and get a sausage biscuit. Boy, that sounds like a Weight Watchers talk there, huh? Anyway, I'm a guy that's trying to lose weight that has very bad eating habits. I could tell you that. That's a struggle of mine. Very, very bad eating habits. Or you remember the one hotel we went into, it had a hot tub, and that's why Miss H.R. picked it so we can go sit and relax in a hot tub for a while, right? We get in his hot tub, and I squealed like a lobster. I was like, she's like, what? I was like, it's hot. Like, you got in, and all your skin just turned red like a lobster, right? You could have took me out and cracked my shell and, ate my back muscle or something. I don't know. It was hot, man. It was real hot. Even the other people sitting there going, it's very hot in here. So what did we do? Well, we slid in, and we hung out anyway, so. Mike Killy 7 is in there. Good morning, my friend. Good to have you on board there this morning. Glad to get you in there so early in the morning. Definitely nice to have you with us. So let's see. The last story I have for you. The last story I have for you is about yesterday. Now, many of you know that I have 2 major hobbies, and this winter I want to get a third, but I don't know if the missus is too much on board with me with that. Especially with the new bike coming in. Strike that whole new bike August thing. We'll talk about that another time. But anyway. I never said Bodine didn't work. Bodine works. He's a stay-at-home house husband. He takes care of the house. He does the laundry. He cooks the meals. I'm just kidding. No, Bodine works hard. Anyway, I never said that. Harley Roadshow, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is in Australia right now. So yesterday I wanted to go, I have 2 main hobbies right now, okay? Fishing and motorcycling. So yesterday I wanted to go fishing. Well, I called my buddy up, Henry, and Henry has doctor's appointments, because he has some stuff going on that he had to get checked out, right? That's what we do in life. So he couldn't go. Well, Miss Lacer had to go to work, so she couldn't go. And I said, I really wish I can learn to take the boat out by myself. Take it out there and be able to ride alone and fish alone in a boat. Normally when I fish alone, I just drive the car out and fish off the bank, but I really want to take the boat out. She goes, oh, don't worry, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. But the funny thing about it was I had no confidence in me that I could do it. She said, well, when she goes with me, she said, I basically do everything anyway. I prep the boat, and I take it down. I launch the boat. She kind of holds the cord. She said, all you really need is someone to hold the cord. And I said, and this is a cord you hook onto the front of the boat when it comes off the trailer so it doesn't like just float out into the water aimlessly, right? It has to be tied off somewhere. And normally somebody will hold the cord like Henry or Mary, Mrs. HDR, and she'll guide that cord and get the boat away. And then I take the trailer up. So I said, okay. I said, I get it. I said, everybody has faith in me but me, right? That's the biggest thing. And I think somebody said on a YouTube video one time, the only thing stopping you from doing something that you want to do in life is fear. Fear of whatever can happen. But if you never try, you don't know if that fear is real or not. So I told her, well, the only thing possibly can happen is I can launch the boat off of the back of the car and it can take off across the lake and just float away. There's a lot of other boaters. Somebody would have brought it back. It's like not a big deal. It's not a big lake, right? I'm not going to swim out and get it, but there is a lot of people boating. They'll go get it for me. So I go out, I prep the boat, I tie the boat off to a pole, right? I give it about, 10 feet of slack on the rope hooked to the boat. I back my car down, I watch in the mirror in the trailer, and as soon as the trailer gets all the way submerged in the water, the boat floats off. That's how a boat works. It floats off and it started floating back. Well, then it stopped. Irk! I was like, uh-oh, why did it stop moving? So I put the car in park, I got out and looked. I ran over the rope with the tire. The tire was stopping the rope from releasing and going out. Once I released that and pulled the slack out, I pulled the car up a little bit and the boat floated out and it stopped. I was like, yes, I did it. And I got out, I untied the rope, I went over, I tied the boat to the dock, and I put the car up, in the lot. Walked back down, got in the boat, started the motor up, and everything was just fine. At the end of the day, I came back. I came back into the dock, and instead of myself and Henry will come in, or if Miss H starts with me, I'll use the gas motor, and we'll come in, and I cut the engine, and we can drift right into the dock, and they grab the pole. But the gas motor's in the back, right? My new trolling motor has a foot switch on it, so I can control it with my feet back and forth. I was able to sit in front of the boat with the trolling motor, very slowly take it into the dock, and I was able to grab the pole myself because I was right there by the pole. And it worked awesome. Loaded the boat back on the trailer with no problem. Came home. So then you might say, like my sister Debbie said yesterday, was, well, did you catch anything? Well, yeah, I did. So I caught one. I don't know. He was about 11-inch crappie. And I caught one about, 7-inch crappie. He went right back. I caught 4 bluegill. If you don't know what they are, they're just a pain in the butt fish that just like to eat your bait for no reason. And, but yeah, so... that was the day yesterday, and I proved to myself that I can now go fishing. If nobody else can go with me and I want to go, I can go and I can take the boat, and it'll be just fine. So, and I'm sure I'll perfect that over time. There was a guy out there that invented the auto retriever, and what that is, you put this little, it's like a pulley system on your boat, and when you go to self-launch, you pull the cord out and just tie it off somewhere. You drop the boat, and as soon as you leave, it automatically retrieves itself back to the dock. You don't even have to get out of the car. You can just look in your mirror and be like, okay, it's fine. And you go, and when you come back, it'll be tied to the dock. So, is it crappie or crappie? People say it both ways. We in Pennsylvania here say crappies, C-R-A-P-P-Y or C-A-R-P-P-I-E, crappie. Some people do refer to them as crappie. It's the same fish. It's the same fish. And my neighbor knows there, Amy, we have a fish fry. We started this the last time. We catch, right now we have 50 crappie or crappie in the freezer, clean and ready to go, right? All the fillets. What we do is we invite the neighborhood to come over. Everybody comes into my garage, or we open the door up, we have a usually a band will come, or maybe one guy with a guitar or somebody like that. Sometimes we just play music off your phones, But I put the deep fryer in the garage. All the neighbors bring over all the sides. We all bring different kind of beers and wines over together, and we sit and we just have a good time and have a fish fry. So it's a great thing. It's a great neighbor building thing. Amy is very particular who she invites, and she doesn't like a whole lot of neighbors, maybe just like 2 of us. You know, well, three of us, counting Miss Stacy, like myself, Miss Stacy, and neighbors across the street. And other than that, she's a little leery, you know. Likes to protect her neighborhood here. So, but anyway, I'm just kidding. Very, very good. Creek, crick, crap, crappy. Yeah, see, and it's a creek. And if you don't want to call it a creek, you can call it a stream. But people in Pennsylvania do call it a crick or a creek. Yeah, creek. A crick. Yeah, a crick. C-R-I-C-K. You're right. A crick. People do call it cricks. I don't know why. I don't know why, guys. Anyway. So, I hope you do watch the video tomorrow. You're the man. You are now the real boater fisherman, Henry says. Well, I told Miss Stacy yesterday, I was the captain and the crew yesterday. So, new boating channel. Come sail away with sail. Yeah. Pete's 1800. I talked about fishing channels, man. There's 5. The only thing I say about a fishing channel, any fishing channel I watch, every video gets over 20,000 views as soon as they're posted. And I asked Miss HR, why is that? Why is that concept? She goes, well, everybody can afford to fish. Not everybody can afford a motorcycle. I said, damn, woman, you are so smart. She's right. Anybody can get a pole. Hell, you can get a string and fish, right? So everybody watches fishing videos. Motorcycle videos, guys, we are a very small community compared to the fishing community. You know, everybody wants to fish, but maybe we'll just give everybody a motorcycle and build our community up. That'd be something good to do. Okay, Triglide Ed, man, welcome in there. Jamon, welcome, board. Take care of the greatest rest of the week. Had fun, but have to ride. Triglide Ed, get out there and ride, man. All right. How about both? Have a great weekend on. Everybody's leaving. Everybody must know it's the top of the hour. All right, I got to leave too because this fat guy got to get down there and get on the treadmill because I got to lose 60 pounds. I'm trying to lose 60. I want to lose at least 40 pounds before VAMM, which is next week. I got to bust my butt. So I'm not eating until VAMM, guys. So when I get there, I'm going to be pretty hungry. That's probably not true either. Have you heard about the new emission laws in Europe? They go into effect. It's going to hurt Harley Davidson big time. Yeah, you know, watch my video tomorrow, and I think it's going to clarify a lot of the stuff for you guys about Harley Davidson. So that's all I can tell you about it. I'm not going to give you any more clues. Just watch it. It took 7 takes to do it, so it's pretty awesome. I enjoyed doing the video, and I think you'll definitely know more about Harley Davidson. You'll know more about Harley dealers than I ever knew. And it just took me stopping at a bunch of them. It took Miss HR being bored as I interviewed these people, you know, and just hanging out with these different dealers. But I think it's an awesome video. I hope you like it. Again, don't forget to follow Mare Bear on Instagram, Marebear, Mare Bear. She told me this morning she's up to 100 followers. We want to get her to 1,000 by December, so spread the word. Put it on all your posts too. Put it on yours. Share it with your Instagram fans. Let's get her 1,000. I'm at 802. I'd like to get 1,000 before December. And I still post. The reels are great. It's a lot of fun doing reels. So, but thanks everybody for watching. And again, I do apologize for last Saturday, but it is the way it is. I mean, internet is internet. Take care, and I'll see everybody next week. Remember, ride your own ride. Be safe out there. Harley Day Rider will be down and out in the beautiful HDR studios here in southwestern Pennsylvania. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.